is Revto. I am on YouTube. What do I like to do after a long day of failing at making a YouTube video? I like to make a fire. Sit here on the quad, enjoy the fire. Wood going in there, nice and warm. I like to hop here on my quad, drive up on the back hill, and just stack up a bunch of wood. Always trees falling down around here. Toss that stuff right in here. Get a little fire going. Yeah, whew, man, very nice after failing at a YouTube video. All right, whatever am I talking about? Well, maybe I'll throw it up later. But anyway, sitting around. Oh, the back hill anyway. It's right up there on the other side of the swamp. Not to be confused with that swamp over there. Beautiful swamps. Look at that. As you can see, there's not a shortage of trees here anywhere. And as you can see right there, look, that one is leaning. And look, this one doesn't even have a top. That one doesn't have a top. That one doesn't have a top. That one doesn't. These ones right over here fell down already. So never have a shortage of trees. You can see right over here another one. That's the top of it. And that one is right here, coming out of the swamp right here. That one fell during the last hurricane. That was our only catastrophe. As you can see right over here, you know, got to make sure I can get around in my backyard with my quad. Right here, it's kind of overgrown, but I stacked a whole bunch. You can see one right there, right here. Just kept stacking sticks. That way I could actually get up and over this tree, because it extended all the way into that swamp right here, which is right back here. As you can see, it was all the way to here. Look, it's still going. It goes all the way out into that swamp, and the swamp claimed a bunch of it, and as you can see, a bunch of it I cut up and had to cut from here all the way over to that guy right there. Still have a container sitting there for chain lubricant. But and I usually use that all natural stuff. I wonder if it actually works. Anyway, but as you can see, it's easier if I go this way. You look down here, you can see it's all stacked up on this side, and then over here on this side. And fire pit. There's chunks of that tree right on in there. So that's where I put them. Started to burn them a little bit. Actually got through a little bit and called it quits one night. Got most of a log burned there on the bottom. I decided to call it quits just because I didn't want to sit here and babysit it anymore. And I don't know, I'd been told back in Boy Scouts or something that's the responsible way to do it. Imagine that. Me being responsible. That would be weird. Oh, yeah, sit on this nice comfy quad seat and watch the fire. Alright, well, I gotta stoke this sucker up a little bit because it's starting to die back a little bit. And I want to keep this sucker going at least a little bit longer because I'm enjoying being outside. So, anyway, keep your eyes peeled for my fail video, and should be going up sometime soon. I just figured I'd throw in a filler video because the other one's a fail. So, anyway, got to get some of this wood here, got all stacked up, get all this stuff, and get it into there. Alright, relaxing time it is. No more stress of failing at a YouTube video. Anyway, alright, well, that was a fun little walk around. Don't forget to like, favorite, subscribe, man. You'll find all kind of dumb videos like this. But anyway, I wanted to show off my burn barrel. Oh yeah, that's right. That is why I shot this video in the first place. I just wanted to show off my burn barrel here and how horrible it is. First off, it's upside down. Why is it upside down? Because the whole top part is missing. I had it on the ground, and between the salt air, the extreme temperatures that I will... Oh, I never even explained that. Okay, let's do it. Over here, I actually made a YouTube video about this and had to lose the footage. Right here is a nice little sooty mess. That used to be a about 2 foot, maybe 2.5 foot tall stump. I cut this tree down to get more light for my garden, which actually was over here by the burn barrel. But I cut this sucker down. It was like 2 feet tall, 2.5, something like that. It wasn't 3, but like 2.5 or something like that. So I actually took a burn barrel, and I think it was the one I got before. I got this burn barrel right there, and I put the burn barrel right over this stump, and I kept burning stuff. And just burned and burned and burned and burned and burned. I actually had a start video where I showed the stump. I showed how big it was, me putting the burn barrel around it. And like I said, I lost that footage. But anyway, this is the sooty mess right here, and it's below ground level. So I did my job. But the second burn barrel that I got, that was the first one that started that. This one completed that, and it was upside down at the time. And gonna have to get some wood in there. But it was upside down at the time, and you know, the bottom part rusted out and everything. So I already cut the bottom out anyway because, you know, fit it around the tree. So I just flipped it over, and it's technically upside down right now. But look how horrible this thing is. This is how bad I use my burn barrels. I burn the living crap out of them. I've been kind of light on it lately, only because I haven't had a source to get more burn barrels. But as you can see, my holes that I drilled in there just become big open spaces. Look at this big old open space right over here. But I don't know if any of you guys watched any of those 9/11 documentaries and stuff like that, where they say, you know, carbon-based fires can't burn through steel. Well, I don't think this is steel to begin with, so that's one thing. But prolonged, and they say that in all the documentaries too, prolonged exposure will actually weaken and like degrade the metal. Well, here's proof. I mean, this is I'm gonna go a little low on this. I'm betting this is like 1,000 hours worth of burning. Like I said, I'm usually pretty bad, and like I said, trees always falling down around here. Got to get rid of them one way. Best way, burn them. And I remember one year, now it's story time. But anyway, this back hill here, as you can see, is nice and cleared out. I took out like 150 trees back here. And you can't even tell that I took any of them out. Seriously, if you were the previous owner and you came back, you would just be like, oh, looks like you lost a tree or two. But like 150 trees, a lot of them were small. But yeah, oh, look at that, sunset in the swamps. Actually, it's beyond sunset, but... Or no, it's probably right at sunset. But anyway, one time, yeah, I took out like, I think it was like 150 trees in the summer, something like that. And the next year, I usually just bring them right over here and just start stacking them up by my fireplace, or my fireplace, my burn pit. And I usually move that around. It was right over here before, behind this burn barrel, and then I moved it over here. The reason it was over here was there was a big root mass over here, and I dug it all out under the roots and then started a fire and burned out all the roots and stuff. And I don't believe they were for this tree, but even if they were, I don't care, because I wanted those roots out of the way. I couldn't even cut the grass back here because the roots were sticking out of the ground. We got sand soil, if you can see that. It's very sandy, so when it rains, the roots become exposed. A couple rains, and all of a sudden you got roots sticking out like 2, 3, 4 inches. You come by with the mower, whack them with your blades. Now you got to get brand new blades, even though you just bought new blades. So that's why I like to usually get rid of a whole bunch of trees at one time. But more importantly than that, you get a nice little fire going. Alright, I think I successfully made a crappy video. But anyway, just hanging out here in the swamps right at sunset with a fire. How much better can it get? Oh, and a beer. I got a beer over here. Yeah. Hey, here. And a camo koozie. Sweet. How fancy I am, man. It's like high class here, Rockefeller style. Anyway, I gotta stoke this fire. I don't even think that's stoking it, is it? I gotta add wood. Anyway, that was my little ramble for the day, talking about stuff that happened before. And technically I'm calling that a video because I made a video and I never was able to put it out because of that lost footage. So we're going to call this a substitute. Anyway, I'm going to substitute it also with a fail video. That way there's 2 for 1. Bam! Anyway, alright, I think I said it before, but don't forget to like, favorite, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Tell me what your favorite thing is about fires, the warmth or the smell? It's a very competitive thing there. They're both awesome. Anyway, as me, and I am out. Later.